Chime's coming up, Health is coming up, Chime's coming up. You have the Chime Vive event and the HIMSS event. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about events. Are you going to any of those at this point?
As it stands right now, we will go to Chime. And so we're kind of,
As it stands right now, meaning that will be evaluated on a day-to-day basis.
Never know. It really is evaluated on a day-to-day basis for sure. And then when we look out at those other conferences that are a little further out, we certainly hope that things have calmed down a bit by then. And we anticipate that we'll be part of both of those. So yeah, a lot of this too has to do with how do we feel about the number of people that are going to be there? How do we feel about the COVID protocols that the organization has put into place? But I can tell you, there are still a lot of folks that I have talked to about, are you going to be at the Chime conference, Fall Forum, who've said we're still on travel restrictions or we don't have budgets for travel. So a lot of people that I really anticipated were going to be there have said that they're not going to be there at this point. So
yeah, I will be at Chime, and I've already booked the flight, booked the hotel, and I will be going. Partially because it's been 2 years since I've been back to Southern California, where we lived for a number of years.
Right.
And I mean, I want to see all of my peers, whoever does show up.
Right.
Love to just sit down and talk to them. On the flip side, my wife and I will also go and visit some friends and whatnot. So that was just a given. I'm not sure my wife would have not let me go to Chime in San Diego. So I am going to the health event as well, because it's a different group of people that I end up talking to at the health event. Mm-hmm. And I want to keep those relationships. It keeps me really tuned into the VC private equity side, the health tech startup side. And that was a part of my CIO role towards the end there. I was doing the innovation stuff. And it's really just fascinating to me how these companies are evolving and what they're talking about. So I will go to that. The interesting one to me is you have the Chime Health Vive event. Or we're just calling it Vive. Chime and Health have partnered. There's a Vive event. It's in Miami. It's the week before HIMSS. Yeah. And then the following week, you have HIMSS in Orlando. I mean, do you think people are going to take 2 weeks off and go to both events? I don't think anyone's going to take 2 weeks off and go to both.
Yeah. Everybody kind of knows this, that HIMSS and Chime used to have a long-term relationship that was sort of managed by an agreement between the two organizations. And then I think in the past year or so, it kind of came apart. And so I think you're going to see decision makers have to probably make another really tough decision. Are they going to go to Vive or are they going to go to HIMSS?